police! Search warrant!
An update now from the Edgehill woman living in this apartment who says the children in her care are traumatized after this police raid. Officers say she did nothing wrong and they had the wrong address. Metro Police even dropping off a gift to the woman at that particular apartment to try to make things right, but that woman says that gift is actually an insult and she gave it right back. Fox 17 News' Harriet Wallace is explaining this evening why exactly this woman is so mad.
This is the gift that police dropped off, bags of groceries. Hines tells me she has a job and the children in her care, they're well taken care of. Her family pastor, Davy Tucker, says it is time Metro improves its sensitivity training and learns how to better engage with victims. Dents made when police kicked in the front door of Azaria Hines Edgehill home remain. So too does the trauma of that scary morning when police raided the wrong apartment.
And I feel violated, I feel embarrassed, I'm humiliated. Everybody's all in my business, and all this for nothing. For something that I had nothing to even do with.
Chief John Drake decommissioned 3 officers after this. Police using outdated information given to them by MDHA and using what Drake calls excessive force.
I'm holding on to the door like, wait a minute, I don't have any clothes on. I'm literally screaming it through the door and they're like, step back, step back.
A police spokeswoman tells me an officer and community representative followed up with Hines the next day to make it right. She says this bags of groceries is all wrong.
Groceries is not what I need. I need a peace of mind. I haven't had any sleep since this happened.
Hines family pastor Davy Tucker says this is what implicit bias looks like.
To me, would suggest that a single black female raising kids in a housing development needs groceries. See, so that becomes a serious insult, and at its very least, it is totally insensitive.
Tucker, also a member of the Metro Human Relations Commission, recommended police undergo a more stringent victim sensitivity training, but he says they passed, instead doing a one-day tour of communities of color.
That's just a dog and pony show. The greater need is for the police department to take this time, something I've said before, to reimagine what policing looks like. And it doesn't look like $200 worth of groceries from Aldi's.
And what about a new place to stay?
But do you know if there's a new apartment that's been given to her? Because she says no one's responded.
Hines says she and the kids can't sleep and worries police may come back looking for others who may have lived there committing crimes. An MDHA spokeswoman says they are trying to find a place for her and could have an answer by early next week. Pastor Tucker suggested they also give her a break on rent. An MDHA spokeswoman tells me 2 years ago they stopped giving police resident information to protect their privacy. She says they accessed an old database, but MDHA, she says, is still trying to make it right by Hines and giving her a new place to stay.
I do believe there will be substantial change. Firmly in my heart, our approval process for a search warrant stopped at the lieutenant level, and sometimes the captain or commander would be advised moving forward, it would be done by the deputy chiefs at the executive level. And so it'll go through, instead of 2 levels, it'll go through 4 different levels of approval. That will ensure that it doesn't happen again. Also, we're calling all those teams in for refresher training, and that training will be ongoing for several months to make sure this doesn't happen again as well. Our teams, this search warrant was through complacent investigations before the search warrant was served. The traditional method of surveillance and identifying fresh evidence wasn't used. And also, this was for a property crime. It was looking for items of evidence, and the force used was just not appropriate. And so all those are being handled. I think this will ensure that we never have this again.
And then, if I may, Kathleen, thank you for your question. And very quickly, I want to thank Interim Chief Drake. It's a great thing to be able to admit mistakes, to learn and respond. It's a great thing. We'll need that skill set in all of Nashville going forward in lots of areas, and I'm grateful that the MMPD is reflecting that today.
President Donald Trump will visit the mountains today. He will tour Flavor First growers and packers in Mills River. The president is expected to make remarks following the tour. Today's visit in Mills River is not open to the public. The Republican National Convention will host several speakers with ties to Western North Carolina. Madison Cawthorn is scheduled to speak Wednesday night. The 25-year-old political newcomer is running for the congressional seat vacated by President Trump's chief of staff. Billy Graham's son, Franklin Graham, is scheduled to speak on Thursday evening. The murder of a Purple Heart recipient leaves residents in Nebo heartbroken and deputies in McDowell County asking for your help. 85-year-old Carol Eckerd was found dead at his home on Harmony Grove Road on Wednesday. An autopsy reveals he died of a gunshot wound. If you have any information, contact the McDowell County Sheriff's Office right away. Now here's meteorologist Ingrid Alstead with your Skywatch forecast.
All right, some clouds out there this morning. Some should thin this afternoon, allow us to heat up to the lower 80s. That will help trigger some thunderstorms across mostly just the mountains, favoring higher elevations today. A few more scatter into the foothills and upstate on Tuesday. Drier and hotter on Wednesday, but turns more active with the chance for some tropical moisture reaching us later on this week. Have a great day.